Darren, we've said this before, it's the best day of the year in a way, but it's also the most difficult and hardest for yourself.
Yeah, it's the emotions of it are it's hard to describe really for some of them. I think as the season develops, there's one or two that maybe know themselves that they haven't been reaching sort of required standards, and then the ones that are maybe in their own minds thinking they've been the better players in the group, that they should be getting something. So yeah, it's been difficult morning stroke afternoon, but the highs are then the three lads that have gone away chuffed and are getting contracts.
Just on those, let's do them individually. Kieran Olsen, what's got him the big offer?
Well, overall he's been one of the more consistent players, I think. He's become a bit of a jack of all trades for us, which we need to address in the summer. I think probably centre midfield is his best position. In the bigger games over the last 2 years, i.e. the FA Cup games, he's been the one that has emotionally dealt with the situation. He has to control his emotions with regards to his tackling, etc. But dealing with the football and nervousness of games, etc., he's dealt with that brilliantly. And he can handle a football with both feet. His passing range is really good, and I think they're the main ones. His mental approach, and he can deal with the football like a pro already. I think if he'd had more training time, then he'd maybe got a bit more closer to the first team squad than he is at the moment. But a maybe potentially smaller first team squad might benefit him this year, hopefully, and he'll get a good pre-season under his belt with him, and then he'll be able to see his attributes.
Sam Adewusi, another hard worker.
Yes, different footballer. Got some work emotionally to do, I think. But as a physical specimen, as an engine room in a midfield, then Sam, as an 18-year-old, is above his age. He'll get better with more professional football under him, if that's silly to say, because he's got a little bit of awareness as a midfielder about dealing with the football and handling the football in tight situations. But that comes from training with good professionals, day in, day out. That makes you a better player. So where Sam has got some work to do technically on one or two bits, the rest of it he'll be way up there with all the athletes in the first team squad, because he's such a top athlete.
Max Brown, I think everybody was rooting for him with what happened with his cruciate ligament. He's come back, gone on loan. That'll be good for him in a way as well.
Yeah, that's what we just had the conversation exactly like that. It was difficult emotionally for him to get to almost end of a 2-year scholarship, and potentially going to get a deal last year with the goals that he scored and his overall game. To get that knock, he's done great, and it's not. But again, you can't make emotional decisions on with regards to professional sport, etc., because there's monetary cost to it all. So he's still an asset now. He's worked so hard to get back with his leg and his cruciate, and that's now probably 20 games overall he's had at the end of the season. And like you said, especially the work in games, 1 or 2 games out of position as well, will do him the world of good. And hopefully the emotional side of his knees now at the back of his mind, he now knows it's strong and ready, and he can come back. And showing pre-season, he's got a lot of attributes. He knows where the goal is. He's quick, and I think from a young player, if you've got pace and you know where the goal is, you're going to get a chance at our level, definitely.